2020 has been quite the year. Let's look back at it. What's up, guys? My name is Dr. Safo Asante. I'm the successful IMG. Successful because I'm matched, and I'm here so that you can as well. 2020 has been quite the year. I've been through residency. I started this YouTube channel. I also started another business, coaching business, and I'm working as a doctor in urgent care at the moment. It's a lot of cool things that have happened and some not so cool things that have happened as well. So let's look back at what's going on. This is more for me to look back on down the line. Once I'm looking back at my YouTube videos, once I'm famous, I'm just kidding. But once I'm looking back down at the old videos that I've made, it'll be nice to take a look at a video like this so I can see where I've been and where I came from. So, the beginning of 2020, I was still in residency. I had the last 6 months of my residency to go. And usually, before I go on with that, I was in the family medicine residency program, okay? And usually when you are in the last year of your residency, you coast, depending on what program that you're in. So in my program, the interns have been there for a year, at least when I was doing my inpatient rotations. The interns have been there for a while. The second years have been in the ICU for a while, so they can handle a lot of the work. So delegating work is like pretty easy, and you can take your foot off the accelerator and relax a little bit compared to like when you were an intern and when you were in the second year. So it was supposed to be a little bit more relaxed, and we were supposed to coast towards the end, but then COVID-19 hit. And when COVID-19 first hit, I remember the first time I heard it, I was initially thinking that this is nothing, right? Based on the things that I would see on social media, I wasn't really paying too much attention to it. And then we had a patient that had COVID. So I did some research and read about it, and I was horrified. I was horrified that this disease that can wreak so much damage on a person was characterized as just a flu by some people, and I was horrified. But anyway, our hospital would soon become overwhelmed, as would most other hospitals, not most, all other New York City hospitals and hospitals in our area would become overwhelmed with COVID patients and managing COVID patients. The ER would be so stacked and so packed with patients that which was an unseen number. And usually you would have like a lot of flow up and down, but because upstairs we had so many patients admitted, so many patients on the vent, that it was difficult to move patients up from the ER to the regular floors. So it was crazy. And with COVID-19, so many people died from COVID-19. And just seeing that, I would get irritated whenever I heard somebody talk about COVID-19 as if it wasn't anything serious. I remember I was out about somewhere and I greeted somebody, and the person just somehow snuck in something along the lines of COVID-19 is not that serious. I snapped back and I said, no, it's very serious. And then I moved on. But once you've been through it, once you've seen the wreckage it has on people, once you see those CT scans, once you see that X-ray with the bilateral pneumonia where like their lung is almost like completely like done, to hear people just talk about it like it's some sort of conspiracy and so on, it was annoying. And then the thing that I did like about, not about COVID-19, but the thing that was interesting was it was exciting because we were at the forefront of medicine in regards to this disease, right? We were a part of trying to figure out what to do with this disease. So every day you're reading, every day you're finding out from what a collective of physicians have found out. Like you are a part of the process of figuring things out, and it was very, that part is very exciting. One day, okay, you should avoid steroids. The next day, you should start using steroids because steroids have been found to help. And then initially there was a lean towards intubating patients early, and then it got switched to you have to try to delay intubating the patient because patients had what we call happy hypoxia, because patients seemed fine with low oxygen saturations, and they've noticed that when you make them lie prone, it brings up the oxygen saturation levels. So instead of just rushing to intubate the patient, we would instead put the patients in prone. So those things are pretty cool. And another thing that was kind of cool was that I ended up going to the ICU again. So in our program, you do ICU like almost all of second year. So our program is ICU heavy. And third year, we don't do any ICU. But this time around, it was so busy up in the ICU that we had to help out in the ICU. And I went up there, and once I was up there at night, and not only was I up in the ICU sitting ICU patients, I had some of the like really, really difficult patients to deal with. I had a patient that came in with diabetic ketoacidosis, and it's a complication of diabetes. And when you are in that state, you are very dehydrated and you need a lot of fluids. Now, and this patient also had congestive heart failure, where if you're in exacerbation, which means when it's in its bad state, you are fluid overloaded, okay? And if it's in a controlled state, you're not really fluid overloaded, but you can easily become fluid overloaded if you take too many fluids. And this patient also had, in addition to the congestive heart failure, also had ESRD, end-stage renal disease, okay, where a patient becomes fluid overloaded and needs dialysis to help them get rid of the fluids and also get rid of the toxins that are in the body. So this is a patient that is in DKA, so of course they need fluids, but at the same time also had a history of CHF and ESRD. So managing the patient took a lot of tact. So and it's pretty cerebral, and I like that kind of management. So that was pretty cool. I mean, it was stressful, but it was pretty cool. So that was I actually went off on a rant. That was Residency 2020. So finally we finished residency, and I'd always wanted to do a YouTube channel. And I like helping people. When I was, before residency, I used to tutor Step 2 CS for a little bit. And then before that, I was tutoring people in math and science. So I like coaching people. I like helping them achieve their true potential. So I decided that I was going to start a YouTube channel where I'll talk about helping people trying to match, which is what I did. And with this YouTube channel, which is what you're watching right now, I basically had my plan was to release about a video every week, which I have been able to do so consistently. So that is something that I'm pretty proud of, but it's been difficult. We have grown, because it's not just me, it's the people that watch it as well, and the people that like the video, and the people that like the videos, the people that comment on the videos, and the people that watch the videos. So we have grown as a community to 300 and change subscribers, which I find amazing, and I want to thank you guys for following the videos that I'm making. I hope that the videos that I have been making on this YouTube channel has been helpful. Okay, so that's the YouTube part. Now, the business, looking back at the business that I created a business specifically for where I delve a little bit deeper for people that need a little bit extra help with getting into residency. So whether basically the free YouTube videos that I'm making are not sufficient and need specific guidance. And that business, I basically was helping people write their personal statements. I was coaching people to do well in the interviews, and I was also coaching people to help them match, people that have been having a difficult time matching. And so far I think we've been doing a decent job helping people, and I hope to do bigger and better next year. Now, when I first started the business, when I first started doing the YouTube channel, it wasn't that bad, because at that particular point in time, I just finished residency. I had not started working yet, right? But when I started working, in addition to doing the YouTube business, the YouTube channel, doing the business that I started, it became difficult. I would stay up all night sometimes, just editing the video so that it would come out at the right time. But no matter what happened, I tried to be consistent. I tried to make sure that the videos came out at the time that I said it would come out. And I was basically treating YouTube like a job. I mean, I enjoy doing the videos, but it's tough, especially when time is so limited. But overall, it's been good. The business, I got a couple of customers because I just started it. And then with the YouTube, like I said, I got 300 followers. And then for residency, I graduated residency. So overall, I would say that I am happy with where I am this time around. It's unfortunate that COVID-19 has painted all of 2020 and made it difficult for a lot of people. I hope that 2021 is a little bit better. 2021, where a lot of the restrictions that we had that were put in place in 2020, hopefully they get lifted, because the vaccine that has been released is doing what it's supposed to do in helping people get less severe forms of the coronavirus, or not getting the coronavirus at all. Just so you know, I actually got my coronavirus vaccine today, so I'm a part of history. If you were on my Instagram page, you would have seen my video of getting the coronavirus vaccine. But anyway, so that's me looking back on 2020. 2020, I didn't really make any goals. I didn't write down any goals like I usually do, but I accomplished quite a few things, and I'm pretty proud of those things. But for 2021, there's some goals that I want to achieve, both for my business and also for work, personal, and also my finances and so on. I'm going to share those with you in my next video, so make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. This will help my video reach more people so that it can have an impact on more people. I really appreciate you guys for the attention that you've given me, and I wish you guys the best of luck in 2021. And of course, if you need any help, whatever tech, like send me an email and I'll try to answer as best as I can. But anyway, Happy New Year's for those of you that watched the video to the end. And we will see you in the next year. Dr. Safu Asante out.